Hello Flosstube, it is Charlotte stitching with the kids around, and this is Flosstube number, I have no idea, but it is July the 24th, and I've been absent for about a month, but only because I've been very busy, and I'll explain all that at the very end. And we've just had the chatelaine retreat as well, so I spent so much time prepping that and prepping the house ready for people to be around. So I'm going to explain all that because I have whips, I have pictures, I have haul from like the retreat itself, and I've recently had a chest infection. And here comes Toby. So the first one I've worked on is Renaissance Mermaid. I absolutely love this. It is absolutely amazing. So this is how far I have got, and it is on a Jodgery fabric. Mind the cat. So before, hang on, go that way. It's going to be one of them today. Well, the cat just wants the attention. So before I worked on this one, I had about up to there. So I have since worked on all this bit here, and it is just a water lily. I absolutely love it. And it is just so sparkly. So it's going to have lots and lots of beads. And that's all I seem to be doing lately, is beading. So we then had my chatelaine fairy. This is the winter fairy. Now, I did ask Kate from Sparklies about ordering another piece of this one, but it's one of the discontinued ones, so there is no chance of me getting it, which I'm actually gutted. So I'm having to think now whether I just do them all on a different piece of fabric. He's just sat on the sofa all day, not interacted with me or anything. I come online, well, come and film this, and he just wants me. Yes. When I went back to it, I realised I'd put the wrong crystal, so I had to move out of the way. I do apologise. If it's not the kids, it's the cat. So I frogged that out, replaced it, and I've done the fairy. I think I've done this, and then I've done a bit more on the motif in the middle, and then I've done all this and gone down and done the tree. All I've got left is finish these off. Then I've got to bead the rest of this. Then on the fairy, it's got a lot of foam whisper, so I thought I'd do everything else and then come back and finish here off, and hopefully it'll be a finish. I'm hoping. Then we had Evening in the Park, which I did fall out of Evening in the Park for quite a while. This is what it'll look like when it's done. And I fell out with it because I had one corner where I had to rip it out. I was absolutely gutted, like really, really gutted. So I have ripped it all out and put it in the naughty corner, and then I got it back out. And the top of it will be there. So this is so far Evening in the Park. So this corner, I had to rip out all this up to about there and rip all that out. So I've restitched it. I've gone all the way around so it does match. And then I noticed that I've got to rip them two out because I've put them too close and it needs one stitch out. So I'm hoping to get back to that. But now I've done all the corners, it should be easy filling. So when I want to watch film, I want to zone out, I can just stitch and not worry. Even though I keep making errors. Then I've been taking part in a challenge which is called I Dare You, and I picked 6 different whips. Ones that I won't finish by the end of the year, and then Sarah from Sarah's Mixed Bags. No, Marnie's Mixed Bags. Because I always used to call her Marnie, when the name's actually Sarah. And I picked 6 whips that I wanted, and this one came out. This is Christmas Village by the Victoria's Sampler. And I got this from Nimble Fimble. And he's really not going to let us do this today. He proper wants attention. So, this is so far, when you last saw it, I only had like a tiny bit probably there, like half. So I've picked it up, worked on it for probably 5 days. I went wrong here and added an extra layer. So it's got like 2 extra rows. That's okay because it looks quite funky. So I want to get that finished this year so that I can get it up, framed hopefully by Christmas. And then whilst I was waiting for the 6 numbers, I had the next one on the list, which I'd love to get more done on this one, which is my, I always say this wrong, it's Hands on the Sea. I always say, I don't know what I always say. But yeah, this was my very first one I brought. And I just love these trees. And this down here. Can you not bite me? But as I'm working on it, because I think this is a 40 count, I went wrong. Story of my life, I went wrong. So I come down, I did all that. And then I went straight and I thought, right, I've done that page to there, I'm going to come down. Well, I didn't do it correctly. So I was meant to go there and then come round. But instead, I went up there and came round. Because I went from that bit there. I went round, instead of there, I went round. So yeah, I kind of screwed up on that bit. So eventually, I will actually get back to it. I need to frog it. Because I thought, maybe I could rip out that bit there and go all the way around, but there just wouldn't be enough border for me to frame it, which would be insane, because I do want this framed. So, there are all the whips that I've worked on. Doesn't look much, but I have been really busy. So, at the weekend, just gone by, I had the chatelaine retreat, and we went the Nimble Fimble on the Thursday, and then up to Creative Nostalgia. Then, after I spent lots and lots of pennies, we had the shops at the chatelaine retreat, which were Kate from Sparkly's, who does fabric. We had Serena from Hawk and Hobbies, who did, stop shooting your bum, who does like all the kits, like the chatelaines and Bella Filipina and Nora Corbett and all that type of thing. Then we had a husband there who does framing, which my little girl was given a piece to frame, and she picked out a matting and everything, which was dead proud. Then we had Nicola from Be Crafty Bags, which was all pre-ordered, so we collected anything we ordered from her. Then we had, Sharice from Dinkai Designs, and my little girl picked up a needle minder from it, because sparkly things on boards, little girls go, unicorns and rainbows and glitter. So hers is upstairs at the moment, and she did go shopping. So she picked something to be framed and she did go shopping. But she came on Sunday because she really, really loves the retreats. And when she's a bit older, she can actually sit and stitch and act like a proper attendee. So I had other stuff ordered before I even went on retreat. So this is all the haul section now. My lovely friend Aileen got me all these beads. He's not getting it today, is he? So getting all the beads for me to do anything that require leaves, because I want to do the woodland fairy. Not woodland fairy, lily of the woods. So lots of different ones I can choose from. I can even get Lily to choose as well. So I got that, and then I had a grab bag from Whole Stitches, which here is one of the pieces. Then, which is 28 count non-opal. Then I had a lovely blue, which it is a little bit because of the way I packed it. Then, I know I've been about I have too much pink, but I quite like this because it's got peach in as well, so it's not fully. Then my friend Nadine from Nazek Stitch, she lent me her chart, which my little girl Lily saw this when she was stitching. I was like, Mummy, I actually want that. I think she would have preferred Nadine's because she loves Nadine. But yeah, got that one. And I picked a piece of fabric from Kate to do that on. I've just got to get the, permission from Lily to stitch it. And I have like Flosstube itchy nose. Then she had this in her haul video. And me and Aileen both messaged her and was like, can we borrow that? And it is very out of print, and I'm going to stitch it ASAP. Just not right now because I'm currently in something else and I'm loving it. But once I get bored of that, I'm going to go straight onto this, which we don't see many mermen at all. So I thought, yep, I've got to stitch that. Then she gave me this kit, which I used to have this, but it got destroyed. And I absolutely loved it. And then somebody gifted me the completed one, but it was unaided, and I actually didn't want it unaided. I liked it on the even weave, because it is just beautiful. So I've got the night one, but I'm thinking maybe, because it's on that fabric, I'm thinking about getting a 40 count. I know they'll be tiny, but I could put them on together. I'll have to think about that. But yeah, it is absolutely beautiful. And I cannot wait to actually stitch it. Then Aileen had a lady who was selling loads of Hands Across the Sea sampler charts. So in the group she put on what she had, and these are the two that I picked out. And this is Anne Castle 1811. And I love it just for the base. I'm not going to say it because I'm really bad at reading, but I just thought it was actually beautiful. And I can see that going on my walls. And then this one, I just really liked it. It's got a dog and a cat on, and it's got a beautiful house, and I just love the words, well, the letters. This is Jane Fiddle's 1835. And it's just beautiful. So yes, I got that, and I'm just about to sneeze, I think. No, it's gone. And then I had my unicorn chart come up on eBay, and I messaged a lady and said, look, it's my unicorn. Are you willing to just sell it me? Because I've been looking for it. I can't get a good price for it. And I really, really want to stitch it. And it is Mirabilia's Ashley's Roses. And she was ever so nice. And she was like, yeah, would such and such price be okay? It's got 1 or 2 marks on. But for me, I don't care. I just want to stitch it. I absolutely love it. I fell in love with it and I thought it was the best thing in the world. Then I do Silks for You. I think it's Colour of the Month. I'm not sure. But I get these, which are from the standard range. And they are 15 metres. I absolutely love them, and this one's going to be amazing in the samplers. So yeah, I love doing this. It doesn't actually cost that much. I think I pay something like £17 a month. And they always come on time and they're beautiful. And even when like they go missing in the post, she sends you a replacement pack. Then whilst we're at retreats, I was waiting for Arts and Designs to open to get this one. And I've seen somebody working on it and I thought, oh, absolutely gorgeous. And I've got a perfect piece of fabric upstairs. I'm not even going to butcher the name, but even the cat likes it. But yeah, these wings are absolutely amazing. So yeah, that will be one of my new starts at some point. So, after all that, I will talk about what I got from the retreat. So, as I said, I had Nicola there with Be Crafty bags, and I ordered quite a few bags. Quite a few, but I was like, you know what? I use the bags. They're not wasted. I love looking at them, and I love supporting Nicola. So, I got this one. And they are actually perfect, all vinyl. And it just looked wrinkled only because I've been using them. We then have this one, which is like woodland. I actually love it, and it's got bunnies, and my little girl hasn't seen these, so far they've not been rubbed. And she just makes the best bags. And then, so this is like octopus. And then look at this. It's got like mermaids riding seahorses. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. And then this was, I got this bag in blue, but it was a Be Stitchy Retreat exclusive. And I saw it in the other colour, and I was like, oh, Mavis, I need that bag, because Mavis had one very similar. So I messaged Nicola and said, Nicola, please, 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 can you get this? And she was like, yeah, I'll make you another one. And then this one, I'm really surprised my little girl hasn't seen and hasn't tried to steal. Which is this one, unicorns. So I'm quite lucky she hasn't seen it yet. And then I have This was the retreat special bag. So there were 2 designs, and I picked this one because it has my new start in, which I will show. And it's also a retreat purchase. So I had, I might as well show them now. I had 2 new starts at the retreat. I had Baltic Sea, which is done just on a normal 28 count. And it's huge. It's 411 by 411. And I just had a little bit of money to spare. So I ordered some of the silks, enough to get me started. And it's huge, like really, really big. So I got a little start at retreat, and that was on the Friday. And considering we were running around doing stuff for the retreat, it's not a bad start. I did have 3 new starts planned, like one for each day, but the Thursday I just didn't, not the Thursday, the Sunday I didn't stitch. Didn't stitch at all. Just because it was so busy. Like, people were getting ill. I was making sure that the shops were going to leave the room how it was. Cleaning up. Just doing retreat stuff. So it was a busy weekend all round. But my friend Gina, I think it's Gina Stitches and Flosstube, was selling 2 kits, and I had both of them from her. She was selling the full kit for mushroom and fern, and it is actually amazing. And I don't think I have a picture of that one. No, I don't. But so far, they even had the MPI Azores. I'm not sure. But yeah. And then Aileen made these beautiful floss holders, floss drops. So every year when she does them, I use them for the chatelaine that I'm stitching on. And this is so far how much I've got. And it is on a 32 count linen opal. And I've already started the little 1/1 mushrooms, which I am thinking about outlining, because you can't see the little stems. But yeah, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be big. It has a lot of 1/1 stitching, like an insane amount. The more you look at how much there is, you're like, no, not 1/1. I dislike 1/1 stitching, but it does give a good effect. So I started that Saturday, and then when I've had a bit of time, because we are now in school holidays, I just pick it up and do a bit on it. But I love it, and there was quite a few of us who started it, so it was nice just to have a stitch along. Flosstube itchy nose again. Then I had, which one am I doing next? Oh, I also got another Gina bargain, which was the Autumn Hydrangea Fog, which is this one. It's not a brilliant photo, but it's one that I've eyed up for quite a while. And it came with all the dinky dyes, all the speciality threads. And then it came with all the beads. And then she included a piece of crafty kitten, which is 25 by 27, and a 32 count Murano, called Springs Violet, and it's actually beautiful. I think it's going to look amazing. Normally I won't put anything on 32 count, but because Gina chose that, I'm going to stick to her guns, and I'm going to stitch on this one because it's just too pretty. So I might start out for my wedding anniversary because my husband's working, so I need something to keep me occupied with that. So take away and working on this little beauty is what I will most likely do. So that will be an upcoming start. I then had the crystalline bead pack for evening in the park, because for some odd reason mine's gone missing. So I'm hoping now I've got a replacement pack it will turn up, hopefully. Then my little welcome gift from Aileen for the chatelaine retreat. Then my friend Sabina, I brought this off her so that I can do Seaside Kingdom, because I just think it's perfect. Seaside Kingdom is, because I've got a little boy and a little girl, and hopefully it's something I think they do when they're older, is build sand castles. I'm hoping, but with his little problems, who knows? Then I've always wanted this one. At retreat, I've picked it up, put it down, picked it up, put it down. Then I went out to print. So I brought that from Zarina, who had it in Julie's D-Stash. Then I've been eyeing this up for so long, and I've kept trying to order it, and Zarina didn't have it in stock. It is that one. And these wings just sparkle and glisten, and it's beautiful. So I had the full kit, which I'm not going to show you because you've all seen it. Then the first shop we went to on the Thursday was Nimble Fimble, and Aileen asked to look at the button box, and we went through the button box, and I brought loads of different ones because Aileen was like, "Ooh, what about this? Oh, what about that? Oh, ram it in, cram it in there." So when the cat walks past, don't show your bum. I brought all these. Toby, antisocial cat, stay. So I brought lots and lots of different ones. Then I saw this up on the wall, and I had to have it. So it comes with a pattern, and it's a free pattern. You get it with the bead. Should love it. Then Aileen saw this, was like, "You have to get it because it looks like you and Alfie." And I've got a pink hat just like this that I wear all the time. Not right now, but when I go out, I do school runs and everything. And it was down to £5, so I couldn't say no. Then me and Laura were looking at stuff, who is the Gin Stitcher. Who, check her out, she's awesome, and we all love her. And it was this. which I do understand that a few people on Flosstube are stitching it. So we both brought the starter kit, and then we decided we'd share the chart. So she's got half of the chart and I've got the other half. So I have part 2, which comes with floss. So we've each got ones that have got like floss and a charm, and then we'll just sub out for a different colour. Then we have, that was part 2, part 3, which has also a little charm. Then Laura has part 4, I've got part 5, which then also has moon charm and some beads. Laura has part 6 and I've got part 7, which comes with a cute little umbrella. And then Laura has the rest of the charts, coming from the woman who said she never do sampling. And then we saw this on the wall and we were just like, yep, got to have it. And then we decided we'd share. Then we went to Creative Nostalgia, and Laura was getting fabric for that because we didn't like the fabric it came with. So we've both got something very similar. She's got one that's like this, and then I've got this one. And it's 35 count. We'll see how I get on with it. It doesn't feel too bad, but I don't know if I do love it. And Laura is thinking of doing it in a different way than what we saw it on the wall. But I'll do it as it was on the wall. Then I saw these and I thought, these are perfect because they glisten. And they are called Karen Water Collection. And its collection is Snow, and that's called White. So I thought snowflakes on Evening in the Park. I thought, they might go quite well. So I thought I'd get them. Then I saw this, which is dead cute. Look at the hats. And these are broom keeps from Thistles. So I thought they'd be really cute to do at Halloween. I won't be putting it on my broom because my child likes to hit things with a broom or carry it back and forth. So yeah, I'm not going to do that. I also brought the fabric for Mushroom and Fame from there. And I saw this and really, really liked it. It's called Halloween Night by Shepherd's Bush. A witch's moon shines clear and bright. Pumpkins flicker with ghostly sight. Bats and spiders give all fright. Creepy, cruelly Halloween night. So me and Nadine are going to stitch this and the alien's going to. So I have the buttons for us both to do it, but I didn't pick the pumpkin because I thought I have loads there. So we've got that. Then at the retreat we did a little thing called the Lucky Dip. So you sat there, chose things that you didn't want from your stash. Charts, beads, scissors, fabric, anything you didn't like that was stitchy related, you wrapped up and then put into a Lucky Dip, and then you got your name called later on. So I had a piece of fabric, a little one, and this was a silk weaver, one of a kind fabric. It's 28 count even weave, 12 by 9. So perfect. Then I got some Etoile from DMC. Then I got Treasures and Beads. So I got Woollen, which I really like that colour. Then I had some Petite Treasure braid, which always comes in use. Then I had some Joddery, which I love that one. And I really like them. And I do use Joddery and things. Then I had some, I've never heard of them before, Ozark Sampler, lemon and lime and spring flowers. And I think they do put them in. It's got a, just in case anybody's interested in them. And I think someone's come and say hi. This is the reason why. Yes, I know. This is the reason why I've been busy. We had, when I did whip parade, I said that I was planning on going away for like the day. And we went to Wales and collected this little one. He is a King Charles Cavalier, born on the 1st of April. Yes, you are. And he is ruby coloured and called Rocky. And he's so good. You do pee on things though, yes. But yeah, this is why I've been quite busy. And the kids love him. And he is so beautiful. Did you think I was calling you over? So, as I was doing, I then had these in one of them, which I actually love. And these are, I was told, Aileen, if you're watching, which you probably will do, tell me which range you wear, because I can't remember. Then I had a piece of fabric, which is a coffee craft, which I absolutely love, and you can see me doing something in one colour with that. Then I had 2 charts, which I'd already got one, and this was one of them. So I gave the other one away to Aileen because I know she loved it as well, and it was, let me just move the drink because he's about to tip them over. But they were Santa Pling Sleigh, a cottage garden one. So they were all my things from the Lucky Dip. Let me just pat this away because he will quite happily run away with things. And he will chew things. Because he's still a puppy. Yes, you are. You're still a puppy. And my kids hate that he chews things. Because they're like, Mummy, he's chewed this. Mummy, he's chewed that. And it's like, yes, he's a puppy. He will chew things. That's why we got rid of so much, so that you could have a puppy. Stop itching. So we then had Kate from Sparkly's there. Now, my little girl went shopping whilst we were there. Quite happily went shopping with my mummy. But I had to give her permission. She chose, well, first she went over, well, she went and picked all this. And then she went and looked at some charts. And this was from Julie's stash. So she picked this one, which is at Bent Creek. She then picked a JBW Designs, which she's very into love hearts right now. Like very, very in love with them. And then a heart in hand and it's so cute, called Wee One. Then from Kate, she decided to pick 2 threads. Yes, my 4-year-old is getting his stash. Then she had this one. Don't move it, but only because it was purple. And all she wanted was purple. Then Nadine gifted her a piece of fabric, which she does love. Then she went and had a look at charts and said she could have one. She has chose this for me to stitch. And I absolutely love this. Shannon Christine's designs. And it is actually beautiful. And it is huge. But look at that mermaid. So we decided to get that one. And she then picked out a piece of fabric with Kate. And that should come with my fabric of the month. Because I now have fabric of the month. Then I went through her de-stash box. So she buys anything you want to sell. And then she then sells it on. So you mainly get like a quid or two or something. So this one is called Worlds Above Midsummer Nights Designs. And I love this. And it's not that big. It's 317 by 105. It says, this work I leave to those I love when I have flown to worlds above, where all my sorrows will be, evermore, where friends will meet to part now. I actually love that. Then we have Sounds of the Sea by Carriage House Samplings. Which is very different. Then we have, oh, that was on the freebie table, which I actually love. So somebody picked that up for me. Then we have La-di-da, Merry Sunshine. And I thought Lily could pick out what colour dress she wants. Good morning, Merry Sunshine. Why do you wake so soon? You chasten the stars away and shine away the moon. Then I picked this one because I really, really like it and I think it's beautiful. I've never been a massive fan of her designs, but this one I thought was so pretty. Even Lily likes it. Then I got this from the de-stash on Kate's stall. It's got leftovers. Then we have fabric. This one. So this is from her bargain bin. This was apparently meant to be Virgo, but it came out too pinky and too purpley. And I got that for the unicorn. So I'm hoping Lily approves. And so I can stitch on that. Then I have this one, which I need to check, but I'm thinking about putting the mermaid on. Which I thought was actually perfect. Here's now. This is what I have to go with. Can you get off them charts? Stop it. Yes, stop it. So yeah. Let's move you back. Then this one, I saw potentially for like Halloween. And I got it for a good price as well. And I thought, yes, it's... What's wrong with it is it's got these splatters all over it. But for Halloween, I think it'll just work as charm. They could be blood splatters. So I thought, yeah, I'll have that. It's a big piece for a bargain price. So I thought, why not? I'm going to have that. And then this piece is amazing. I don't know what it was meant to be, why it was in the box, but it's beautiful. Look at this. Look at that. Like, oh. It's like love. I don't know what I'm going to put on it, but I love it. Like, you really don't know what I'm going to put it. I think I'll be able to see it. If not, I will. Oh. Yes, I saw that and went, yes, I'm going to have it. And it's a linen. Could be a 28, but I'm not sure. Then I had, sorry about the crinkle, All Hallows Eve, which look at this. This one is 28 count opal linen. Look at that. That is definitely calling Halloween, but I'm not sure what. But it is absolutely beautiful. So that's one of my favourite. I was like, I need that. And then the last bit of haul I brought was this one. Again from Kate's box. And it has a little... So yeah, it says, "Little lamb, my gentle friend, gives up his coat. As snow begins to make my mittens, scarf and hat, I stay warm because of that." So you've got all the little sheep. And then you've got the mittens. And you've got, yeah, then you've got the hat. And then you've got the snowman with the hats and mittens. So I thought that is super cute. And probably wouldn't take that long. Even though it's got some stitches which I've never done before. But I might wing it and just do my own. And yeah, he's currently trying to get out things he shouldn't. But yeah, that was about... Was it about it all and stuff? Yep. So my plan is to not kill my kids whilst we're in the 6-week holidays. So I can't see me. I'll either do loads of stitching, or I'll do barely anything. Or I'll get that miserable because my kids are doing my head in. Because my kids do take a lot of my energy. But I might just start a bunch of things to put a smile on my face. Plus, I'm constantly having to tell this one off. Because he steals the kids' toys. And he sits there and he nibbles them to the point that you've got Barbie with a couple of fingers hanging off. And a 4-year-old who is very angry. Because her Barbie now has not as many fingers as Barbie should have. So yeah. And he needs a little bit more house training. Yes. But he's getting there. He's going out to the garden, aren't you? And you're doing your business out there. But sometimes you just can't get there quick enough. No. And he's become a little boy's best friend. And every time you look for him, he's with him. Aren't you? You're Alfie's best friend. Kitty cats not too impressed, but they do cuddle. So it's going to take a little bit of time with that one. But you will see this one. Yep. You'll come on video quite often and you'll steal things that you shouldn't and you'll eat things. And I'm sure a pattern's going to get out at some point. But yeah, we're quite happy with him. He's a little tinker, aren't you? Right, before I start wittering on, thank you for watching and hopefully I'll do another video in 2 weeks maybe, and then I'll continue the whip parade at some point, because there are still plenty of whips which set up in my craft room / spare room / child has taken over. So I will get them uploaded at some point. And now I'm going to get all this put away because he's looking at things going, I could eat that, like my fabric just then. Yes, you're trying to eat my fabric. Thank you for watching. Oh, and if you've been found me due to any other Flosstubers, please write down who pointed you in my way so I can thank them. So far, I know Nazek Stitch always shouts me out because we just enable each other. Gin Stitcher, she's a new one, so please go watch her. That's Laura. Then James the PH Stitcher, he's been amazing and shouted me out. And Amy from Amy Fibre Arts, she has just shouted me out on Instagram, and she gets to see the wonderful me for the whole night because she's watching my whip parade currently. Yeah, thank you for watching everybody, and I hope you have a wonderful time. Bye.